What is up, guys? This is Nick again. Just had some really good vegan meatballs for lunch. It was so good. Nick, nobody gives a shit about what you ate for lunch. Just tell us about the goddamn code. Okay, I hear you. Noted, okay. So, the Java method overriding problem, what it wants you to do, guys, is uh, it's a problem about two classes. It's about dealing with classes and one class overrided another one. So this is the class we're going to override here. This class called sports, and this is the second class we're working with. This class is going to be called soccer, and so what you do is in your output, it's gonna want you to print out this from the first class, that sports class, aka the super class. So people call them the parent class, and it's gonna want this printed out from the second class, which is the soccer class, aka the smaller class or the child of the parent-child relationship class. There's a lot of shit to say. Okay, so here's my code over here, guys. So let's start from the top of main. So here's your two classes. Here. This is that force sports class that I was telling you about. So this is where it's declared here. So this sports class is going to be here. This sports right here, it's going to be, what the hell did I just do? Okay, so that first class declared is going to be there. This second class declaration, the soccer class, is going to be here. Okay, and so we declare them right. So we declare them here, and we're going to print out this my sports class dot get name. We're gonna call this get name function from the sports class. Using this my sports class handle. So the computer's gonna see this handle, and it's gonna call this sports class, and it's gonna get this get name function from this sports class way up here. So it's gonna go into the sports, and it's gonna say I need a get name function. It finds this get name function, and it returns this here. So that gets returned to this here, to this line here, and it prints it out, and that's how you get this generic sports right here. That's exactly where that comes from. Okay, and then the next line, it's gonna call this my sports class get number of team members function. And so again, it's going to go all the way to the top up here, and it's going to go to the sports class, and it's going to find that get number of team members function here, and it's going to say, oh, okay, this is what I do when I find this get number of team members function. So it's going to print out this string right here. Each team has n players in, and it's going to say plus, and then it finds this get name function again. And so it goes back up here, gets this get name function, and does returns, aka prints this out again. So it's going to say each team has n players in, and then get name. So each team has n players in generic sports, which is going to be here, which is where this next line comes from here. It says each team has n players in generic sports. So that's where half of your answer comes from right there. Now, coming back to my code here, so we made this soccer class here. First, let me go down here. So then it sees this line, and it says print out my soccer class dot get name. So it sees this my soccer class handle, which is associated with the soccer class. So it's going to be this. So it's going to come up here to the soccer class here, and again, it's calling this get name function, but this time it's soccer class dot get name. So it says system.out.print my soccer class dot get name. So it comes up here, and it calls this get name function. Now here's where the override is. So instead of printing generic sports like it did up here when it called get name up here, it's going to come to this soccer class instead, and it's going to print out soccer class because this soccer class right here is overriding this get name function. So instead of printing out or returning generic sports like up here, it's going to return this soccer class. Hence where this soccer class line in the answer came from. Right there. So, by the way, guys, this right here, this isn't even like a functional word. It's just more or less a comment. It's not like a real functional word. So, just in case y'all were wondering about that. Anyway, so that's where you get that soccer class from. Then it comes down here and says my soccer class dot get number of team members. So it's going to call this get number of team member functions again, just like it called it up here. Only this time it's going to reach into the soccer class. I'm using this soccer class handle. So it's going to see this and read my soccer class dot get number of team members, and it's going to come up here and reach into the soccer class here and say, okay, I need this get number of team members function. So it comes down here and says, okay, when I called that function, it says to print out this string. Each team has 11 players in, and then it calls this get name function again, which it calls it up here, and it prints out and it grabs the soccer class and it returns the soccer class. So it's gonna, all in all, say each team has 11 players in soccer class, which is where this line comes from. Each team has 11 players in soccer class. And that's how that works, guys. There's nothing really else to it. That's how that works. Just remember that this is the super class. And by the way, this up here, this java.util, you can see here that it's never used. But I think it's more or less like to put it on there more as like a general good practice. You don't really need it. You can run this code without that, and it'll work. You'll still get the same results. See how you still get the same results there. But I think that's more or less just for like general good practice. You can put it on there, you can put it not, doesn't really matter. I just leave it on there. It's probably a good habit. Like I said, and that's pretty much it, guys. Let me CP all this for y'all. Go ahead and delete all that. Copy and paste. Submit the code. Sorry guys, I got that Circle K Wi-Fi going on over here. Let's give it a minute. Alright, there we go. Congratulations. Test case is all passed. Expected output. Thanks for watching my video, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel, so if you would, hit that like button and leave a comment. I got these kids to feed, man. No, I'm just kidding. No, but thanks for watching my channel, guys. I hope this helped you out a lot, and peace.